Night breathes colk, exhales. I remember the ripple of sails, their snap as the wind broke. Behind us, the ass's back of Paros, or was it Thassos, where poke the bones of home. Hermes, sheep thief, be praised. He says, look upon the day as a scabbed knee to be picked upon. Some scaly fruit, the body blooms in friction against this world's serrated edge. Zeus's blade is laid across the firmament, and he slices at our permanence. So we bake, served in the dog days. Hail the potter who lays liquid trays under midday glare, that they may adopt weight, who finds there the rudiments of shape woven from water and silt cake. May we similarly hear with our hands the sound of the shape held in clay, as we wedge at the edges of form and throw it into the felting dark. Being once a man, I can speak of it as water runs away from source. I'll pause in the speaking, for the course is cross inhospitable ground, and the sounds I'll make shall take us some distance in understanding the persistent labour of breathing. The oracle plotted us a path in riddle, replete with animal guide. Take, shook the Pythia, a beast in your midst. One might use its stealth. There are a wealth of tracks can't be landed with the ingenuity of traps. There are some acts slow to unfurl that outlive their maps. Said things tread close behind me. Said things in flight as spear grasp barbs all paths and clings to all my loved things. Said things catch that tightening patch of skin thrumming back of the drumming ear. Said things pry, seek out gaps, dog the tracks that root trade to the mutest parts of a man's acts. Said things seep neath all his doings. Said things build his ruins in struts of straw, stack tinder for the flammable whispers of neighbours, party leaders, lawgivers. Hang them all. Mix the matrix of said things to a squall. I am at sea. There is seasoning, stink under the song, held thick and fast as a gust at day's middle, or an unnecessary breath trapped in the unexpanding chest of a god. Once, approaching Thassos, night had barely sprung its trap, whence side-saddled Selene spilled her silver over Poseidon's tray, as a slave boy sang of home from our prow. The touch of his sounds circled fields surrounded tracks, inclined, steep mountain passes, verses feeling, sparse grass and rock underfoot, lie a netting all, till it slipped. His voice's grip left his frame, leaving its promise, a labyrinth of holes, tunneling his bones. His shape trembled, snapping like a sail. Zeus. So, the lizard leaves its eyelid behind a film. The cat puts back its claws. The fox turns back into its tracks. Thus, I retract my vote. Leave it here on the perimeter of the agora. Amphimado, you taught me things inexplicable to the body of a god. How some moving parts stop so close to you, whilst all around continues, persists, filling and falling, spilling and crawling into other shapes. All this leaving me on the edge, joining nothing save my daughters. As I hazard the distance between cup and lip, my grip manages a slight turn, and the scene changes. Dolon, in black glazed space, paces the undergrowth on all fours, swallowed by wolf pelt, and I am ambushed, shipped, slumped ashore, once more on Thasos, in dappled dawn. We crawl in crooked steps, as if all the other were ours. The hours shrink, light greys, and I sit like a dish, waiting to be cleared. The talk has changed colour to deepest terracotta. I hear it bake in the mouthparts of the agora, and soon it will break with overfiring. I angle this jug, and the scene shimmers. Dolon, under grey pelt, crawls at the night, a spy on all fours, mind a crooked maze, sidestepping, scenting prey, his narrow tongue primed to lap at that black-watered spring, will belch blood once the trap is sprung, till the tracker turns tracked, a wolf dispatched. Amphimado, it is dream, so I wake as dawn decants on unknown lands, and gently chase the contours of my face for signs your dress has traced under my sleeping cheek. I hope to keep them. May they bake and fire on these hills, so I might read you in pattern and stripe of softest inscription. The skin of a god glistens not through exertion, but to mortal eyes wears the shimmer of night jewels, or flower studs in spring, all voting for various colours in exploding meadows. We bread-eaters are more content, caught animal kin. I entertain the wryneck in line, spot and shade, head vacating its bodily gait. Hail the tortoiseshell's play of pattern, back in the lyre or the skin of a snake like an argumentative sea. Bone needles in woven light, threading the fray. Poet, I know Apollo loves you dearly and sees fit to not distinguish between the prongs of spear, tongue and song. I also know the dappled throat of a nightingale rung at dawn sounds day's alarum, as if it rang inside a helmet just landed on a gold-bearing shore. Fox, you have regaled us. Your fables of salt and overturned tables fumble at my outlines. I am neither eagle nor wolf. Am spined like a hedgehog on Paros, under Sirius. We Lycambes, oath deep, buried quarry. Scheming beast speak, poet of fox fur, though your costume is muzzle red, you'll not dine on my eaglets. Altar food belongs to the gods. Play dead, fox of self-cancelling step. Play rock, octopus, you see not of all groping limbs. There are things cunning cannot trap, though your words prick the furrows of my back to a field of wavering speargrass. Stay, see this wolf, poet, turn hedgehog, and know my trick picks your locks. Now mark, now mock, now strike, now stroke, now grip, now graze, now slip, now bend, now bid, now blend, now build, now for how else hold fast. Let a poet feast and fatten, fill his word guts to their spill. He will not drop this lardy shield, it clings to him. Fox, hedgehog, dog, all bark and huff and leak from their jaws. None shall ever tell how in young pale light a father fells a cypress, hacks a mast that will never sail. Look at the sea, poet, laughing at your words.